y'all, it's Puckhead again, and time for our next installment of Drive Time University. I think, what's on my mind a lot today is, the personal development and stuff we're doing here at Tony Robbins. So, one of the concepts that has hit me really well, and I think deeply, is the concept of, 2 millimeters. So he was hanging out with one of the best plastic surgeons in the LA area. If you could afford this guy, this is the guy you went to. And so he talked to him about what his secrets are, and he said his secret was he never moved anything more than 2 millimeters. So it's just that he had the expertise and the knowledge and the experience to know which 2 millimeters to move things. And he said something funny. He's like, the distance between a woman's lip and a nose somehow determines how beautiful they are. And if that's less than, I don't know, 10 millimeters, it's unresistably attractive. And if it's 20 millimeters, she's still super pretty. If it's more than that, she's not as pretty. Supposedly, that's an idea. But anyway, then he applied the same concept of 2 millimeters to basically every aspect of your life. And I think it's kind of synonymous with commitment. If you look at successful people, are they the ones that try something, and then if they're not good at it, well, then they just try something else? Or do they stick with it? Are they committed to it? Do they try to fight through those last 2 millimeters to get the success that they want? And I know for me, in my fitness journey, there was a commitment issue. When I was married, several times I'd start programs and never finish them. And I kind of knew going into them, I don't know if I'll finish this. But when I went through my divorce and I knew I needed to get fit, I committed on day 1 to finish day 90 of Power 90, before I ever put the first DVD in. And I know lots of people that have gone through fitness programs, and all of them said that they committed on day 1. There's not anybody that says, well, I'm going to try to do it and never finishes it. So just, check into yourself there. What is your commitment level when you enter a fitness program, or really anything in life? And the same thing with my business. I was doing the business, it's kind of a joke in the company. My first 4 or 6 months, I made $3.64, and now it's a lot more than that. But, so it was low at first. And even then, once I went to Tony's camp, then I saw it was possible. I saw the Frenches and Aaron Mathis, who was my coach, and they were making hundreds of dollars a week with us, and I'm like, that's amazing. That's what I want to do. That'll pay for my gas. So that was my goal. And I went back, and within a month of that, I did that. That wasn't a problem. Once I saw it was possible. So I think one thing that's important is hope. You have to figure out a way to give yourself hope for whatever you want to achieve, and then commit to doing it. So once I had hope, I was doing it pretty well. And then there's been 2 or 3 different changes in my life that's really stepped up the process. And I think the first one was I committed to getting a new coach out in Las Vegas. So, there was an event coming up there, and I searched the boards. I searched everywhere. I found somebody in Las Vegas, and that guy was great. Coach Bob Crome, chef head, and he was a great joy to work with. But when I was out there, the second trip I made to Las Vegas, we were really both into this, P90X thing, the Beachbody thing. We were going as far as it would take us. So we wanted to do that some way, and I actually wanted a tattoo. I knew the spot I wanted it in. It was right under my arm where I could hide it if I wanted to. But I knew that's what I wanted. I just didn't know what I want to put there. And so after the event one day, I think it was even before we went to the event, so it wasn't an induced coma of submission to Carl Deichler or anything, but we were driving around, and I would like to get a tattoo that said P90X. He's like, yeah, me too, that'd be cool. But I couldn't figure out why or how or what I wanted to say, and then all of a sudden it just came to me. I'm like, body by. That makes total sense, because so much has happened through my fitness and the business of this, but that all started with just doing Power 90 and P90X, and the body that I have now is directly due to P90X. So that just made sense. We went out that night and we got him. There was just no question. But that really signifies a commitment. What bigger commitment do you have in life than getting a tattoo? There's ways to remove it, but you got to be pretty committed about trying to get one removed. I think you have to go back several times. So it's a big commitment to get one. And the funny thing is once I got that tattoo, my income jumped to a new level, almost doubled. And I've seen this 2 or 3 times in my business. One is when I went full-time, one is when I, moved to different apartments and that were more conducive of doing the business. But every time I did a new commitment, I was passing through one of these little 2mm barriers that took me to the next level. And almost every time the income's doubled. So think about that. If you're truly committed to it, and it doesn't have to be fitness or the business, but I'm hoping it's both. But whatever it is, think about the little things that you're saying no to. Like, I'll do it until this happens, or I'll do it until that happens. And really what you're saying is you're just not fully committed. You're not committed to go through those last 2mm that separates trying from accomplishing. So that's just my idea for today is, look at your commitment levels, look at where you're doing until something happens and you're not getting the results you want, and see where you can commit a little bit further to get those last 2mm and then push through that success that you're truly looking for. So again, Jason Diebold. You can check out my info at puckhead.org. Our team page is itpaystogetfit.com, and this is going out to the members of Team Liberty. So bring it, everyone. Later.